So as a lot of you already know, I've just finished the Flippin Pain community outreach tour that took place in Lincolnshire 2 weeks ago. I thought I'd make this video today to share some reflections that I have on the tour and let you know a little bit about what went on and perhaps a little bit more about the Flippin Pain campaign as well. So the Flippin Pain campaign has a simple aim. It is to change the way we think about, talk about and treat persistent pain. Now this outreach tour took place in Lincolnshire because Lincolnshire has one of the highest rates of persistent pain in the country. So we started the tour on Sunday the 12th of September and it went on until Friday the 17th of September. And within that time we put on over 20 events. We cycled over 250 miles, and as it stands currently, we've raised around £6,000 for Pain Concern. Now we are still collecting as I'm making this video today, so that number may have changed and may have risen since then, but a fantastic contribution and a really worthwhile cause as well. Pain Concern aims to help those people with persistent pain and those who care for them so that they can manage their pain and access services a little bit easier. Now, because this was such an incredible week, I really wanted to make this video and just share my reflections on 3 aspects of the tour. So first of all, the fantastically organised campaign itself, where we were very, very successful in delivering events to the public and flipping people's understanding of pain. Now, this is such an important campaign because persistent pain is a major, major issue within the UK. In fact, it's a major issue worldwide, but I've got the statistics for the UK here. So between 30 to 50% of the total population suffer from persistent pain. And that's a massive, massive amount because that's between 1 in 3 or even 1 in 2 of us who struggle with persistent pain. So if you're watching this video and you don't struggle from pain yourself, it's very, very likely that you know a lot of people who do. Because this number is so high and the understanding of persistent pain is so poor, that's the reason that campaigns like this are so important. And this was the first of its kind in the UK. So there is a similar tour that happens in Australia, and that's called the Pain Revolution, led by Lorimer Moseley. And we've had a lot of consulting from Lorimer Moseley himself for our own Flippin Pain tour. But it is a worldwide issue and there's a massive number of people who do struggle with persistent pain, and that's why we were delivering this campaign to help change the way that people think about, talk about and treat persistent pain. So as I mentioned, whilst I was on tour, I was part of the Peloton and we covered around 250 miles across Lincolnshire, some stunning countryside. We had some really, really good weather. We had one day that was absolutely shocking. I mean, it just rained and rained and rained, and that was on the Tuesday. That was not a good day, but as one of the people on the tour said, sometimes you have to have the rain to see the rainbow, and that is absolutely what happened because the rest of the week was really good weather and we were probably a lot more grateful for it because of the really, really rainy day we had on Tuesday. And at times I actually had to stop and almost pinch myself because I was cycling along with fantastic views, and within the group around me were some really passionate and experienced individuals in their field and some really well-known individuals as well. And it was just fantastic to have such a range of people from a variety of backgrounds, whether that was clinicians, researchers, scientists, or even people who live with persistent pain themselves. We were all part of this peloton, and most of the time we were traveling 2 abreast, so we were able to have chats to each other, and it was really, really insightful and an opportunity I probably wouldn't otherwise have. I met people that I probably would never meet if this campaign didn't happen, and for me that was the real positive that came out of this week, and I'm very grateful to have been able to do that. So amongst this special group of passionate individuals, we had professors, we had pain scientists, we had pain consultants and GPs, we had chiropractors, we had people who lived with persistent pain themselves. We had media and PR teams, event management teams. It was a massive, massive team. And I think we had around 50 individuals who were with us on the actual tour. About 24 of those were on the Peloton that I was in. And the rest of the people were on the Brain Bus team. And the Brain Bus was basically a host of scientific experiments that showed us how our mind can play tricks on our body sometimes, and it can lead to physical sensations that are very real because of that mind-body connection. And it was a really good way of demonstrating how pain is quite complex and it's influenced by many different factors. So our day would typically look like waking up at 6:30, having breakfast at 7, leaving at around 7:45 or 8 to get onto our bikes. We'd do 25 miles, stop off somewhere for lunch. There might have been an event midday as well. There was always a brain bus event going on, and there was 2 brain bus events a day. So there would be one late morning, lunchtime, and then a different location in the evening as well. And then we'd have an evening public seminar, which is free to the public, and also a free healthcare professional workshop that was happening. So we were putting on 4 events a day minimum, some days 5. Yeah, it was a massive task for us all, and everyone really chipped in. The morale amongst the team was exceptional. I don't think I've experienced anything like that before. Everyone came together and the team spirit was really high, although we were working long hours, but it was something we were all so passionate about, which is fantastic. And I was really fortunate enough to have some really insightful conversations with people while cycling, at the events, or even over dinner in the evenings. And this allowed me just to soak up so much knowledge within the week, because I was around so many people with different experiences, which is fantastic. And it also helped me to establish some really valuable connections that will hopefully be helpful for the wellness puzzle going forwards. But even just for myself as a pain clinician, it's really helped my own development this 1 week. So for that, I'm really thankful. I also had the opportunity to lead 2 pain quizzes during lunchtimes, which saw some really insightful discussions happening with members of the public. We made really large strides in the way of flipping their understanding of pain. And they were really engaged, and I was very fortunate to have led on that. I also sat on an expert panel, and I was in charge of the official Flippin Pain Instagram account for the week. So if you were following us on there, some of those videos and content were mine, and it was great to be able to do that, just to document everything that was happening as it was going along. There are going to be more videos that do come out, so I will try and post those as well as they do come out from the media teams. So just to summarise, this was an absolutely amazing experience, and you can probably tell that I'm just, really overwhelmed with the value that I got out of it. And I really do hope it happens again, because persistent pain is a massive issue, as I mentioned, globally, but in the UK as well. So campaigns like this are needed, and I really hope that this is the first of many to come. However, it is important to know that this is just the start, and what's really important now is for all of us on the campaign to take forward the good work that we've done a couple of weeks ago into our own lives and into the jobs that we're doing, to be able to spread the word and just continue the good messages of the Flippin Pain campaign. So to start that off, what I'd really like from you watching the video today, if you suffer from persistent pain or you know anyone who does, please check out the Flippin Pain website, and that's flippinpain.co.uk. So it's flipping, like flipping a pancake, but without the G. So it's flippinpain.co.uk. Check out that website, because we've got recordings of previous webinars that have been done, and there's also some really useful resources on there as well. So please check that out. Another thing that I'd like to do off the back of this tour is I would like to do a video on each of the key messages of the Flippin Pain campaign. Now, what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and go through all of those key messages without looking to see if I can remember them all in the right order. I know them all, but not always in the right order. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a video on each of these. So the first one is persistent pain is common and can affect anyone. The second one is hurt does not always mean harm. The third one is everything matters when it comes to pain. The fourth one is medicines and surgeries are often not the answer. The fifth one is understanding your pain is key. And the last one, the sixth one, is recovery is possible. I'm very amazed that I managed to remember all of those in order. I'm going to have a little bit of a look after I sign off this video to make sure I have got it in the right order. But yeah, I'm going to do a video on each of those key messages. So stay tuned for that, and I will see you then. Take care.